Hello there, Medicine here, and I'm gonna go ahead and open up these Miniverse Make It Mini treats. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 total. The last one I just opened was the Jolly Ranchers, and I'm not really interested in doing that one right now. I have like some really wild ideas for what I want to do with it, so I don't know what's in these. I did try to look up some cheat sheets, but they were very vague. So I'm hoping to get something fun, but I want to open them all first, see what's inside, and then make them after I figure out what's all in here. So let's go. Alright, we are inside. We see it's this cool pink capsule. I really like the design of the capsules for these, so let's see which one is in here. It is! Just in time for Easter, we have... It's the bunny cup! It's the Peep drink. Oh my god, this is actually like what I wanted. How great is that? Oh my goodness, it's a Peep drink. Okay. So excited about this, y'all. Oh my goodness, so exciting. Oh. Oh! Ooh! What? I didn't know this whole thing came out. Oh! Wow, that's kind of cool. So, like, can you do it differently? Oh, well, that's fun. Oh, and there's nothing in here. Nothing in there. Okay, well, that is actually pretty cool. Oh my gosh! Look, it's the little Peep bunnies. How cute. They don't look like they're sugar. Oh, no, they are. Okay, here, let me see. My nail polish is a mess. I'm gonna have to redo those. Oh my gosh. So cute. Here's the resin and the funnel lid. Peep marshmallows. Their little fake nutrition stuff. And it is Sunshine, Vitamin Fun, Total Smiles. Yeah, that's the normal stuff. Not sure what that says. We'll try to take the thing off and see. So this must be like our sprinkles. I'm not sure what else is in here. Oh yeah, okay, so we've got rainbow bunny sprinkles to go with the bunny Peeps. The whipped cream. Oh, that's cool. Remember how I said those little meringue puffs, the meringues? These are like that, but without the little chocolates. Oh no, okay. That is a bit different. That's really cool. So some whipped cream that's already been whipped. Resin, I'm not sure this is, okay, so this is the, oh, our tongs that help us get stuff, a fun twisty straw, I love that, that's really cute, and a stir stick, a stick. Oh, the stick is for the bunnies to go on. Okay, so let's... Bunny cup. Oh, it says express... Oh my god, I'm just destroying my nail polish. Express your peepsonality. Your peepsonality. So that's what's on the side of the resin too. So it's Peep themed. And... Peeps. How cute. So according to the description here, you're going to make a fun Peep drink. This is going to be yellow, it looks like, based on the color in there. So that's what we got. So you put the bunny pinks on the stick to make it like a kebab. And then you add your yellow resin. You add your kebab and your straw, and then you cure it, and then you add your whipped cream, and then you add some more resin to the whipped cream and add your sprinkles on top. Okay, and it's the bunny Peeps. Well, that's perfect. So here's the picture of like the final result to kind of give you a better idea. You can't really see all those details with the whipped cream and the sprinkles, but I don't know, that's fun. I don't know, I am going to think on that because I love this. It's cute, these are adorable. So I'm so excited, that's what I wanted. We're gonna do this project tomorrow. I have to go take all my nail polish off because it's got totally destroyed. And yes, super stoked, so stay tuned. Okay, super cute. I can't wait to try to do something with this, but I think I'm going to do something a little bit different than the drink. We've got two of these. I have two of these in my collection. I am not impressed with this sort of bunny drink thing. I feel like once you get everything in there, you're not going to really be able to see all the details. I mean, sure, this is going to be sticking out with the Peeps sticking on it. This is the straw, the twisty straw, and it'll have like kind of a yellow, like a lemonade looking color to what's inside, so this will be a little bit yellow, a little bit orange, but I'm just like, and you can kind of see through it, so it's not going to be completely invisible, but I mean, let's see. I mean, I guess you would be able to see it through there with like the sprinkles. Where are the sprinkles? Here they are. The Peep sprinkles. I mean, so it's not the worst thing I've seen. It's cute. I think it's on brand. However, what I want to do is not the drink, the Peep drink, especially now that I have two of these. I actually, Easter's coming. It's almost Easter. And I feel like it would be fun to do a remix using some of the other items from the other treats. So that being said, I'm not impressed with the Chupa Chups. I don't know how you say that. This is not a brand I'm familiar with. I think the only Chupa Chups I remember being popular was the whistle lollipop, where it was like shaped like a whistle and you blew in it, and the stick was like the slide that slides in and out, and you would blow in the whistle and it would go woo, 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 something like that. Anyways, I'm not impressed with this one either. I feel like that's kind of a lame thing. You put the icing on, which is UV resin, the white UV resin, and you unwrap a lollipop and stick it on there, and that's it. It's simple. It's a little too simple for me, I guess. I don't feel like it really says lollipop. I've never had a cupcake with a lollipop on it and was like, this is the best thing ever. Like, no, that's weird. I feel like that's a little bit weird. I feel like that could have been implemented a little bit differently, but I don't know how. I'm obviously not somebody designing this. But what I think I'm going to do is use the white UV resin from this and the owl, the Tootsie Pops. So again, Tootsie Pops. I do think I'm going to open up a Tootsie Roll and put one here, and I haven't done it yet. This opens. This is where you're supposed to put the thing, and then you're supposed to kind of like stick this to the side, I guess to his head or not. This is so stinking cute, just like it is. Like, it's almost like a candy jar, more than a mug. I really don't want to put UV resin in there. I feel like it's so cute like it is. I'm hesitant to make the drink in there, but the UV resin that came with this is chocolate. It's like a brownish color. So we've got a brownish color, we've got a milk chocolate, and then we've got the white icing UV resin with the Chupa Chups cupcakes. So anyways, the point is, I'm probably going to be remixing all of these. The only one of these treats that I'm actually really like just the way it is the Mike and Ike's, which is a remix, is a really big remix, because Mike and Ike's is just like Jimmy's. They're just little candies. So doing it as a ice pop is already a really big remix from what it actually is. And the thing that I like about the Mike and Ike's popsicles is that the mold is reusable, so I can do a bunch of these and different things and get creative with it. That I like. I kind of wish that the rest of this, even the Jolly Rancher, I'm not impressed with. I will be doing a bunch of remixes and other things with these because I just want to have fun with them. So, but for today's video, now that I've opened it all, and I don't know how I'm going to edit this video later, but I want to do Peeps inspired. So a Peeps remix inspired by this little golden book, Peeps in Pajamas. Let me zoom out. Peeps in Pajamas. A little golden book. So this is a little golden book that I got a long time ago for my kiddo one year for Easter. And as you can see, it's got the bunny Peeps, the chick Peeps, and they're in funny pajamas. So I'm not going to read the whole book for you, but you can see there's our little pink Peep, which is what we have. We have the pink bunny Peep. So we're going to do Peeps in Pajamas. We're going to dress our little bunny Peep in some pajamas using what we have in our inspired by the book, using the Miniverse Make It Mini Treat collaboration. So we're going to use the sprinkles are going to be like the different spots and stuff on the pajamas. So we've got bunny sprinkles, which, you know, that's fine, but they're colorful, so this is great. So we're going to use the sprinkles, we're going to use the pink Peeps, and we're going to use the, let me find it, let's see where it's at, yes, the white frosting, which is UV resin, the white UV resin from the Chupa Chups. And, oh, come here. And the Tootsie Pops milk, the chocolate. So this is going to be brown, and this is going to be white. And so this is going to be kind of like, I don't know if you've ever seen these on Pinterest, but you dip the Peeps marshmallows into chocolate, like melted chocolate, and you put sprinkles on them, and it's like a cake pop, you know, like a marshmallow chocolate covered cake pop. So we're going to do that, but they're going to be the Peeps in Pajamas inspired. So that's what we're going to do instead of the drinks, because I'm just not impressed with those. I might also get creative. I'm thinking of maybe doing something with the cupcakes from the Chupa Chups. Maybe doing a marshmallow, using the white again on the frosting, and add a Peep to that as well. We'll see. Maybe that's what we'll end it with. We'll end it with the Peeps and then put them on top of the marshmallow like they're sleeping on the bed. You know what I mean? On the cupcake, like it's sleeping on the bed. And I don't know. So that's the plan. That's our game plan. Let's see what these look like. Now that I have two of these, I don't feel so bad about opening this. I don't see eyes on these. Let me see if maybe it's just upside down. I'm trying to get into this package. I'm telling you, those cuticle scissors are the bomb. Okay, let me see. So you've got 4 Peeps. There are no eyes on these. Unless they're very small. Oh, that one has some. Well, this one has some eyes. These ones do not. Let me flip it over. Maybe they're on the back. Oh, okay, there we go. There's some. They're on the back. Okay. So they do have little faces. They're just very, very faint. And that's important because I don't want them to be. So let's get these where their faces are all going up. Okay, okay, also, ooh, they're very squishy, like a marshmallow. And they already have the hole at the bottom and at the top like a bead. This one you can see the face. The face is very faded, but it is there. So the holes in it are so that they can go onto the stick. So the holes are already in there. So they have these holes in them that go right onto the stick. So the other thing we can do is to put them, you know what I mean? Like put the Chupa Chupa lollipop in there and have it sticking out. Like a cake pop style or underneath it. We can dip this in chocolate. Make it, or the Tootsie Pops. The Tootsie Roll Pops are also lollipops. So they have these holes on them. Let me get them all face up so that I know that they're face up. Oh, their faces are so faint. Okay. Whoop. Now we can see all their faces. They're the right side up. They all have the holes running all the way through them like little beads. They're squishy, like marshmallows. The only thing they're missing is like that powdery texture. That is like the sugar that's coated on the Peeps marshmallows, but that's totally fine. I'm not whatever about that. So I do have a whole nother one of these. So each of these comes with 4 bunnies, which I believe is the same number you would get if you bought this in store, like the actual real ones. Now what's cool is that this plastic container can also be used for something, because I know that resin doesn't stick very well to this plastic. It can, so we can cut that up and use it for, like, you know, other things. Anyways, alright, okay. So our game plan, we're going to put some chocolate and some white, dip it in, hit it with the light, add some sprinkles, hit it with the light, maybe put it on a cupcake. That's the plan. So let me get my gloves and get ready. I might do this tomorrow. The lighting in here is a little bit hot. So we'll see. That's our plan though. Stay tuned. Alright, let's go ahead and get our Peeps into their pajamas. So, get all my supplies. Alright, so I got my gloves on because we're working with UV resin and I don't want that on my hands. So the faces on these Peeps are just so faint. They're really hard to tell. I'm going to try to let a little more light in. I don't know if that will help. But my idea is to fill these little, I've got my silicone mold here with circles. We're not using any of that. Put this off to the side. We're not using this stuff. We are going to use our sprinkles and these resins. Okay, so the idea is I'm going to pour a little bit of resin in these little small containers, put the Peeps in, and I'm going to use this to put the finish Peep. I've got my UV light. Okay. I am not sure how this is gonna go. We are just gonna go for it and see what happens, okay? Wish me luck. Alright, so we'll do chocolate. See what color this brown is. Because I like... Okay, so it looks like it's a very light brown. Actually... get a good grip on that. Okay, so that brown is way too light. It didn't even really show up. Like, it is not a chocolate brown. It is a very, almost like a very light orange color. So that is not what we are looking for, but we already got it. So let's... Alright, so we're going to put a couple sprinkles on here. Use the stick to kind of... So our Peep in pajamas has little bunnies on their pajamas. Well, that's one. That did not go to plan. That is not a good color. So that brown is really, really sad. I'm gonna clean this off. Let's try the white. Let's see how our white looks. Oh, this is like on there. Ooh. All right, let's get some more sprinkles. We want all the colors. Also, these sprinkles are very big. They are very big. All right, let's get this open. Okay, the white is interesting. It's not a very bright white either. Dip it in there. Can you see that? Just gonna dip it in there. Oh, this is a very different consistency. I like that. I like how that turned out. Okay, so let's get a couple sprinkles on here. Okay, this Peep looks like it's a big Peep with some baby Peeps. Okay, so it's not... The pictures definitely make these look a little bit more than what they're showing up here. See, the yellow is probably... Yeah, that yellow is going to be very faint too. Okay, well, let's just... Alright, I'm going to pop these under the UV light. They're covered in some resin. They've got some sprinkles. We're going to throw it under the light for a few minutes on this side, flip it over and do it on the other side. Just get the whole thing done and just kind of see what it looks like afterwards. I'm not very confident about this one. So we'll be... Alright, so this is supposed to be like the vanilla. You can kind of see here where it's a little bit thicker that it does look a little bit white, but otherwise it just looks kind of like, I don't really know what I think that looks like. I mean, obviously the bunny sprinkles are too big to be attached to the bunny marshmallow. I need to find smaller sprinkles or maybe even some glitter. I think that would work. And then the chocolate, the milk chocolate, I mean, it's a darker color, but it doesn't look like milk chocolate to me. I don't know. What are your opinions? I feel like it has a bit of an orangish tint, not so much a brown. I would not think chocolate seeing that. So I don't know how that's even going to look in the owl. If I were to make that into a chocolate drink, I feel like it would not look right. But our little Peeps are covered in sprinkles. They do not look like chocolate dipped Peeps, which is what I was trying to go for, like a little chocolate dipped marshmallow. They just look kind of messy. Such is my life. But I do think that the concept is there. I do think I can get, if I get smaller sprinkles. I am, however, really impressed with the sprinkles. Here, let me show you this a little bit up closer. The Peeps sprinkles that came out of the canister are actually different colors. There's some like kind of purplish, pink, orange, yellow, blue. There's green, but the green's not. See, there's a green one too. But I don't have the green one in here. This has quite a lot. So you can get away with making some fun stuff. I might actually make like a little circle with this and the Peep marshmallow in the middle. That might be cute. Maybe the smaller circles for like a pendant or a keychain, earrings, whatever. It's kind of an Easter theme kind of thing. So there is some stuff you can do with these, like extra stuff, because you're not going to use all of those sprinkles for the drink unless you put it throughout the drink. I'm not impressed with the drink to begin with. I just don't think it's very impressive. Like, I just feel like you're not going to see the liquid. I mean, like the Peep itself is a very dark pink, so anything that you add to this is going to be kind of hard look. It's going to be hard to see it. I mean, it's not impossible to see it. I just feel like, I don't know, I'm not impressed with the drink aspect, like the drink. I'm impressed with the container and the twisty straw. Like, I love this. I love the fact that the stick, which I put some resin on, actually can go, the Peeps have little holes in them that it goes onto. Like, I'm impressed with I'm impressed with the details that went into making this. I'm impressed with the packaging, even the little whipped creams. They're very cute. Like, everything about this is super cute. I just think the execution of it all together is not, I'm not excited about it. Does that make sense? I feel like it could be something different with all of this. I don't know what. That's where I was trying to struggle with here. I do have a whole nother package of this Peeps thing. Maybe we should just make it a cupcake. Okay, so the cupcakes are all one piece. Well, I mean, the cupcakes are all, this is solid. You can't remove this external thing, and this is, so maybe, let's see. Let's just do this while we're at it. Why not? Okay, so it's supposed to have a little thing that you're supposed to use. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use my silicone brush because I have more control. I will say that whatever this UV resin is, it's a thicker consistency. Okay. It's definitely got like a thicker, it's like thick. I don't know how to, it's weird. It's not as runny, but it's still very opaque because the UV light needs to get in there. So I don't think it looks quite as like white as in the pictures. Let's see. Alright, I want to put a couple sprinkles. Let's do a blue and a yellow. And an orange. And what I think is purple. Yeah, that's purple. And then we'll put our bunny on top. Okay, so we just gotta make sure this bunny stays standing under the lamp. Alright, let's try and see if this works. Okay, I think that's very cute. So it's sitting on top of the icing. The icing is not like as white as the picture showed it to be. This is a very clear, opaque kind of, it's more of a glaze. So I wouldn't think of this as like white frosting, the way that it's pictured. It's like very much a glaze. Like, can you, right? What do y'all think? Maybe I didn't put enough on there. Maybe I'm supposed to add another layer. I just feel like this is like a muffin with a glaze on it. Our Easter basket remix of the Peeps is a Peeps sprinkles marshmallows, like chocolate dipped, or Peeps in pajamas as we're gonna call them, and then a little cupcake nest with a peep on top and some Peep sprinkles. So these are the bunny Peep sprinkles. I think the chick Miniverse has more like just sugar or something. I think if I were to do this using things outside of what came with these kits, I would use glitter or like small beads, like micro beads, or even seed beads. Something very small to kind of make the illusion of sprinkles. Glitter, I think, is the best thing. So I'd probably use some glitter. I definitely don't think this is more of a glaze on on all of these. These are like glazed. They're not, I wouldn't say that it's chocolate dipped. I wouldn't say that it's even, like it's definitely like glazed rabbits. So keep that in mind. UV resin, as is its nature, it's got to be see-through. So it's going to be very light. It's going to be very thin. Although the white frosting, quote, quote, the white UV resin was very thick compared to the other resins, but it still came out very, very thin. Like it's very translucent, very see-through. And it's just, but it's still really cute. Like that's really cute. And then if you really wanted to, you could still you could take it up a notch and stick a Chupa Chup into the bunny, or even a Tootsie Pop. So you can mix and match with this, and that's kind of cute. Because the bunny has that, the bunnies have the hole inside, so you can put something in it, like a lollipop that came with these. So that's actually pretty cute. I could use the Mike and Ike's as sprinkles. I think that would be cute. I also have the Jolly Rancher fruit. So you could make some cupcakes with the Jolly Rancher fruit on it. Jolly Ranchers, some of the Mike and Ike sprinkles. So there's a way to mix and match these together to kind of have some fun remixes. But while we're here, let's see. Is it doll size? And our bunny girl has a bunny cupcake. So, really cute. Our bunny girl has a bunny cupcake. So yeah, these are all doll size for sure. Love this. They're also probably Barbie doll sized. I should grab a Barbie. I think my kid has a Barbie somewhere. We definitely have some Barbies somewhere in this house. But there you go. That's what we have. So thanks so much for watching my remix of the Peeps with the Peeps and Pajama Themed remix of these Miniverse treats, and being part of this process. I will see what else I can do, come up with some other ideas. I have a really crazy idea that I still want to do with the Jolly Ranchers. Definitely all of it is remix, because the only thing that I absolutely love of this set that's, you know, came as is the Mike and Ike popsicles. Mostly because the mold is reusable. And because that's already kind of a remix of the Mike and Ike. It's a very different, like you can't get Mike and Ike popsicles, so that's a fun way of doing this. But I do think you could put those sprinkles on the cupcakes. But there you go. So thanks so much for watching. Stay tuned for more in the next video. Bye!